Hello everyone. Welcome to Basic Electronics video lecture sessions. Myself Kunjal Mehta. In today's session I am going to explain the basics of FET and its parameters. In FET chapter we will have to study the different definitions of junction field effect transistor and its parameters. So let's start with the first most important parameter, that is the effect of temperature. It is known as thermal runaway in FET. So before studying the temperature effect in FET, we should discuss about the temperature effect in BJT. The BJT is negative temperature coefficient of resistivity. That means that NTC, negative temperature coefficient. What is the effect of temperature on BJT? The increase of temperature, the resistance is decreased. It is the bipolar junction transistor. Here the resistivity is increased when temperature is reduced. But here, as in when increased temperature, we will notice immediately the resistance will be decreased. Due to temperature increase, the excessive current flow through the BJT, and this shows the thermal runaway. The thermal runaway, it is nothing but the damage of the transistor BJT. Thus, thermal runaway occurs in BJT. But now, what is the effect of temperature in FET? Whereas the FET is PTC. What is the full form of PTC? Positive temperature coefficient of resistivity. That means increase in temperature, the resistance is also increased. If resistance is increased, then excessive current cannot flow through the FET. So that I can say the FET will be prevented or protected by the temperature effect. If more and more temperature will be increased, the thermal runaway will not occur because resistance will be also increased. Thus, excessive current cannot flow due to the resistance is increased. Thus, thermal runaway prevents. It does not occur in FET. Similarly, let us discuss the temperature effect in MOSFET case. MOSFET is flat temperature coefficient of resistivity, that of any changes in temperature. So, drain current does not increase with increase in temperature. It will remain constant, means resistance of MOSFET remains constant irrespective of temperature. The temperature is one of the most important parameter. Due to that, we can understand the fundamental of thermal runaway in BJT, FET and MOSFET. The FET will have the PTC, positive temperature coefficient, and thermal runaway does not occur. Now let me define the different parameters of FET. We will study here the two main definitions of JFET. One, that is transconductance. It is denoted by GM, and another, that is dynamic drain resistance, that is RD. The transconductance, it is defined as the ratio of change in drain current to the change in gate to source voltage at constant value of drain to source voltage. The transconductance, again I am repeating, the GM, it is defined as the ratio of I upon V. Actually, it is the reciprocal of resistance. What is the transconductance? Main basic fundamental. It is the reciprocal of resistance. Resistance, that is V by I, and the transconductance, that is I by V. So what is the current in JFET? That is drain current, output current. And what is the input voltage? That is the VGS between gate and source. So the change of drain current, it is denoted by delta ID, and change in gate to source voltage, it is denoted by delta VGS. So let us take the ratio of delta ID upon delta VDS by keeping constant VDS. At that time we will keep VDS, drain to source voltage, constant. By keeping different constant values of VDS, we will measure the ratio of ID and delta VGS. That means the GM is equal to delta ID upon delta VGS. This is the reciprocal of resistance, current upon voltage. This is the one of the most important parameter of FET, transconductance. Let me define the next parameter, that is the dynamic drain resistance, which is denoted by RD, small rd. Drain resistance. It is defined as the ratio of change in drain to source voltage. Drain to source voltage, that means VDS, to the change in drain current, that is ID, at constant value of gate to source voltage. By keeping constant value of which voltage? Gate to source voltage, that means VGS. So how to write down the formula for RD? Look at this. This is the RD formula, that is equal to the ratio of drain to source voltage change upon drain current change. The change is denoted by delta. So we will have the ratio of delta VDS upon delta ID by keeping constant input voltage. What is the input voltage? That is the VGS, gate to source voltage. So we can say again, RD is defined as the ratio of delta VDS to delta ID. So it is clearly defined from the FET output characteristic. Okay. Now let me explain the third and another most important parameter, that is amplification factor, mu. It is denoted by mu. What is the ratio of mu? Amplification factor shows that amplification, that means output voltage upon input voltage. You can take the ratio of change in drain to source voltage to change in gate to source voltage. That means delta VDS upon delta VGS. The delta VDS shows the change in drain to source voltage, that is the output voltage, upon the delta VGS, that is the gate to source voltage changes, right? So let me take the ratio of VDS upon VGS. It shows the amplification factor mu at constant ID. It means at that time we are keeping or assuming that ID is constant. And this mu also comes from the previous two main parameters, GM and RD. By taking the multiplication of GM and RD, also we can define mu. Look at this. This is the mu, amplification factor, that is equal to delta VDS upon delta ID. That means V by I, voltage upon current. So it shows the resistance, drain resistance RD, into multiplied by ID upon VGS, that is current upon voltage. It is the definition of GM, that is transconductance. So we will get the cancellation of ID, and we will get the two parameters VDS upon VGS, two quantities, and if we have this ratio of VDS upon VGS, that is equal to mu. So in simple language, mu can be defined as RD into GM, RD multiplied by GM. Thus, amplification factor is equal to the product of drain resistance and transconductance. JFET as a switch. Also we can explain the JFET can be used as a switch and as an amplifier. The two most important applications of the junction fielding effect transistor are switch and amplifier. The amplifier which is most widely used, that is in audio amplifier, it is common source JFET amplifier. And if we want to use as a switch, then also JFET can be used. JFET and MOSFET can be used as a switch and as an amplifier. For operating FET as a switch, it should be biased in cutoff and ohmic region. For amplifier, it should be operated in saturation region. JFET can be connected in shunt switch and series switch. The JFET can be connected in shunt, that means parallel to the input, right, or in series with the input. According to that, JFET can be used as a switch by different two types. It can be open switch or it can be closed switch, on and off switch. So according to the application and circuit design and position of JFET, we can define the application and explain the application of switch and amplifier. Now, let me explain the JFET as a shunt switch. This is called the shunt switch because JFET is connected across the output, that means it is parallel to the input. This is the V input, this is drain, this is gate, and this is source. Source is connected to the common and V input is applied to the drain and output is collected to here. Actually, V input is applied to the gate terminal, and we will consider the two cases, case 1 and case 2. If VGS is equal to 0 and if VGS is equal to VGS off or it is negative, then what will happen? RD is connected with the drain terminal, that is known as drain resistance. The arrow is shown on the gate terminal. This is N channel JFET. Now for the case 1, if VGS is equal to 0, it acts as a closed switch. That means output voltage approximately 0. It means short circuit. If JFET is connected in parallel, short circuit, so output will be 0. Output across short circuit should be 0. So FET is turned on and FET goes into the saturation. Now let me explain the case 2. If VGS, that means input voltage, is less than equal to VGS off, pinch off voltage. If it is less than equal to pinch off voltage, then JFET acts as an open switch. Open switch, that means JFET goes into the cutoff. If in parallel, JFET is in cutoff, so output equal to input. Exactly output which will be same as input. Now let's study about the JFET as a equivalent circuits. If it is in parallel, shunt switch, this is open switch and this is closed switch. JFET acts as an open switch, then VO equal to Vin as per this case 2 discussion, and this is the equivalent circuit of JFET acts as a closed switch if input is 0. For the case 1, if VGS is equal to 0, then JFET acts as a short circuit according to the second equivalent circuit, and if it is short circuit, then output is approximately 0. This is the JFET as a series switch. Look at this. This is the symbol of JFET. This is gate, this is drain terminal, and this is source terminal. Input is applied here, output is taken here, output resistance is connected here, and if input is applied 0 or pinch off voltage, we will consider the two cases, case 1 and case 2. Now what will happen if JFET is connected in series? This is called as a series switch because JFET is connected series at the input to the output, right? So if case 1 operation VGS is equal to 0, it acts as a closed switch. Look at this is the equivalent circuit. If it is closed switch, means if VGS is equal to 0, the JFET symbol will act as a closed switch, that means short circuit. Look at this. This is the closed switch. And for VGS is less than equal to VGS off, the JFET acts as an open circuited switch. This is the second equivalent circuit. If VGS is equal to pinch off voltage, then we will have this open switch, and when FET is on, then VO equal to Vin, but FET is off, that means VO equal to 0. In series, if it is open, then output equal to 0. Finally, we will have the two main types of the JFET switch, that is shunt and series switch, according to the condition and position of JFET connection. If JFET is connected in parallel with the input, then it acts as a shunt switch. If it is connected in series with the input, then it acts as a series switch. Thank you very much.